Hi, how you going? It's your mate Vulse Rider, and today we're going to be taking a look at 5 of the best combos in Heroes of Might and Magic Olden era. Fair warning to you though, you're going to need a shower after this one because some of these are gross. Let's check it out. Alright, so first on this list is infinite counterattacks, and the best way to do this is go ahead and get yourself a big old stack of Minotaur Lords who naturally have the parry ability, which is going to allow them to counter-strike before the enemy makes their attack, and we're really going to break this by getting our hands on 3 pieces of the Duelist set. So when you have all 3 pieces of this, it will make it so that all friendly creatures have unlimited counterattacks, meaning you're just going to be able to chop down all of your enemies before they can make any moves. Now, the really nice thing about this set is the buckler piece is going to make it so that you can even counterattack enemies with Swift Strike like the vampires or the hydras. So no one is getting away from this. Everyone is eating that Minotaur counterattack, and it's going to be an incredibly good time. Now, if you can't get your hands on all 3 pieces of this, you can go for a slightly nerfed version of the build and go ahead and get your tactics all the way up to expert, at which point you're going to get access to the sub-skill Riposte Mastery. And this is going to make it so that whenever a friendly creature kills an enemy with a counterattack, the counterattack is refreshed. And the thing that I low-key like the most about this combo compared to the other combos we're going to look at today is this one actually feels the most fair and like it's going to last the longest. Every other combo on this list feels like it's completely unintended and is probably going to get removed from the game or nerfed at some point. But this one just feels like it's good synergy, you know, so this one might make its way all the way into early access and hopefully full release. But fingers crossed, let's check out the next one. Moving on though, this next one is for all of you Necropolis fans because we're going to be breaking the Pestilent Lich Death's Embrace ability. So this is going to cause all of your stacked up effects to trigger and go off at the same time, meaning we want to pair it with some sort of damage over time, such as Nightmares, which you can get on your Phantasms, which is a cute little synergy on its own, but we want to make it completely gross. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 4 pieces of the Ethereal Knowledge set. So when you have all 4 of these, it's going to make it so that all allied lasting effects from spells and creature abilities have unlimited duration. Now, strictly speaking, it's not actually unlimited. The game is going to create a stack of 9,999, but what we want to do is go ahead, apply our dot damage, get that massive stack, and then use the Pestilent Lich ability to set them all off at the same time, effectively doing an unlimited amount of damage and nuking any stack in the game. Now, realistically speaking, this isn't going to be the most reliable strategy because you do have to assemble 4 pieces of really rare armor, but if you do happen to come across them, it is going to lead to some incredibly funny moments. But if infinite damage wasn't your thing, then perhaps I can tempt you with literal invincibility. So once again, we're going to be using the Ethereal Knowledge set to make sure that all of our spells and effects last for an infinite duration, but this time we're going to be combining it with a daylight spell called Arena's Chosen. So this is going to make it so that all of your friendly creatures cannot have their stack size reduced below 50%, and it is normally balanced by the fact that being attacked reduces the spell's effect by 1 round, but we have unlimited rounds or unlimited duration. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my skellies, and then we're going to watch them go to work against these dragons. So you're going to see that they're never going to drop below 50%. Let's just send them in and see what happens. Moving on to number 4 next, and this one is for all of you Temple fans, and it's going to be a great way to get yourself off to a good early start. And we all know how important early game tempo is for winning matches on the higher difficulty. So for this one, you do need to make sure that you pick Zenith as your starting hero, and the reason for that is because she is going to begin the game with access to Heavenly Blades. So this is going to make it so that all of your units deal 100 pure damage on every attack, but to make sure you get it to work on all of your units, you do need to get the spell all the way up to level 3. But once you get it there, we're going to combine that with 7 single stacks of the Ostringer. Now, the reason we want these guys is because they have double shot. So you're going to apply that 100 pure damage twice per attack. And you can imagine in the early game, dealing 200 damage across 7 units is incredibly strong. Later game, the power of this kind of teeters off a bit, But early game, this is just going to allow you to clear every stack that is in your starting area without taking any losses, and that is going to allow you to get off to some explosive starts. But we've got just one more to go, and this last one is going to be a simple spell combination to help you beat yourself in the Mirage. So there are going to be a few prerequisites for this, but the most important is getting your hands on the Carapace and Armageddon spells. Carapace is going to make it so that a friendly creature can block an instance of damage, which is going to protect that unit from Armageddon, which is going to blow everything else up. Now you're probably noticing that I'm bringing 7 single stacks here, and the reason for that is just to make sure that the enemy stacks are as small as possible. Because if you bring just one single stack, that enemy stack is going to be a lot larger. So this helps spread them all out so that they get one shot by Armageddon. Because if you let the enemy get a turn, then you're probably going to be cooked on the clapback. But that's going to be everything on the list today. Let me know in the comments down below if you've got any combos you think I should have included. And remember, if you enjoyed this and you found it helpful, like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps support the channel a lot. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.